Why do you guys keep letting us waste money on this stuff? We're at the Target, doing a little shopping, and I just found one of these mystery power cubes that everyone's always on about, and I understand you're not supposed to buy them, so of course what did I do? I bought one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this open. So it's supposed to have a special edition box, a Hero Clicks figure, 5 foil cards, 3 rare cards, and then 2 packs. I see it's immediately lied because this is clearly and apparently a starter deck. I'm gonna guess it's starter deck Yuya, just from the looks of the pants there, because you know I do so much staring at Yuya's pants there. And lo and behold, I was right. It is a starter deck Yuya. So already it's lied to us. Now we do have a Hero Clicks that came in the box, and then looks like it's got a 2016 Mega Pack and another 2016 Mega Pack. So I wasn't expecting Mega Packs in here. I thought it would just be general booster packs. So okay, so a couple Mega Packs from the year before last. We'll get things like Vortex out of that. So that's interesting, and of course it's got some variant cards in here too. So I guess we'll just go ahead and go through these one by one. Okay, so the variant cards that we have, we got Dododo Draw. That's interesting enough. Watt Psychic Fighter. So these all seem to be super rares that you just can't get rid of otherwise. Let's see. Heavy Knight of Flame. Okay. Gaga Magician. That one's an interesting enough one. I might be able to do this. And the trap card is Guard Go. Okay, lots of Zexal jank that we won't be able to use. And then as far as the rares, looks like Talisman. Yeah, Talisman of the Trap Seal. Lava Golem. Okay, so that's a side deckable card at least. And then Justice of Prophecy. Let's see what we have here. On the inside, it is looks like it's Gamma, the Magnet Warrior. Actually, one of my personal favorites. Okay, starter deck Yuya. So it's a pendulum-based starter deck. It doesn't have any extra deck monsters in it though, so that's a disappointment. It does have some interesting jank in here though. It does come with tokens, which is pretty neat. Let's see what we have to start. So obviously we have the little beginner's guide that comes with all the starter decks, and now the structure decks too, which is really disappointing. I miss having a fully printed rule book too. Alright, dope. So let's see what we have over here. So we do have the Sleight Hand Magician. So that's interesting. King Bear, if you want to rebuild your Zodiac deck, this is actually a target, searchable scale. 1/1 Carpet. Got the Parrot Trio, and Long Phone Bowl, the Hollows. Then Swing Cobra, actually I think was one of the better cards that came out of here. Teeter Totter Hopper I don't like. Pendulum Dragon, nice, but got the hollow reprints of those. Same deal with Stargazer and Time Gazer, so won't have much interest in that. Drum Roller, which I think is really underrated Performapal. That one I'll use very actively. Second Donkey, actually I think this was one of the better reprints in the set there, because Second Donkey for a while was pretty expensive. Hip Hippo. Alright, if you have the Hippo engine, this can actually make a quick Mrs. Radiant with another card, but yeah. In full card scanner, remember this one was super expensive back in the day. Alright reprint, but not great right now. Archfiend Eccentric, sadly one of the pendulum cards that fell out of favor, which is a real shame because it was one of the main pendulum cards for quite some time, so that's a pretty dank reprint. Gene Warped Werewolf, Beast King Barbaros, Pitch Black Werewolf, a lot of super starter deck cards. Dragon Dowser, this one was kind of an exclusive sort of thing too. Giant Rat. Dramatic Theater, underrated field spell, not great, but I think it's drastically underrated for what it does. You can actually do a lot of attack manipulation with this deck within of itself, and I think it deserves a bit more press than it gets. It won't, and isn't a very optimal card, but it's pretty neat. I like having it. Smile World, of course, Hippo Carnival, the other half of the Hippo engine right there. They have a super version of that actually goes with it. Draw Muscle, Mystical Space Typhoon, you can always use. More staples. Lightning Vortex is no longer a staple though, so that can go away. Book of the Moon, always use more staples. Lucky Axe, Bird of the Mighty. I really wish this card was still good. This one I used to play a lot. Backup Rider, Performapal Showdown, Pinch Helper. I remember this one was a decent pick, like a one-of sort of card that might be helpful, but it's very slow, so it's unhelpful. Wall of Disruption, I think I do like that card actually, and Ceasefire. Both pretty good cards. Ceasefire not for this deck specifically, great for burn. And Wall of Disruption is kind of one of those neat techs. I think Grant Williams used it in his Dino Mist deck. Pretty neat. So Regeki Break can go away, Draining Shield can go away, Threatening Roar for burn decks, Dark Ride, that can just go back in the garbage here. Chaos Burst, Pendulum Reborn, and we got 3 Hippo tokens, something else to add to the Duelist Toolkit. Alright, and this is a blast from the past, 2016 Mega 10, so we're going to be looking at stuff like Bosch. Let's go ahead and see what we actually pull out of this. So we got some DDD support immediately. Let's see. I promise if I hadn't just done this at random, I would have actually set up the tripod and all that, but, you know, again, said we do it live, Bill O'Reilly style, so. Jumping Sweat, King, Dark Dorito. I really wanted to play this card, but it just didn't work with the Vector the way I thought it would. Humid Winds, Trick Clown, always kind of a useful little tech there. Bad Luck Blast, Deskbot 007, alright. Like that one. Ooh, we got a Kaiju, we got Raiden, the multi-dimensional Kaiju, that's always a good pick. And that Charging Gaia, the Fierce Knight, alright, cool little, what's that? Blackluster Soldier support too. And then a Galaxy Cyclone in the Secret. It's a pity this already got a common reprint. The value on this dropped down quite a bit because this was a sought-after card for some time. People were thinking this was like the new MST. It turned out to be Twin Twisters and Cosmic Cyclone that became the new MST. But ooh, and a Melody of Awakening Dragon. Now this actually is still good for Blue Eyes if you're playing Rogue. And that's a good time to pick up that sort of stuff. Also got a lot of reprints, so the value's down, but nice to have. Then we got some Super Heavy Samurais, Magna Dragon, Isabel, Super Heavy Samurai Thief, Raid Raptor stuff, and more Raid Raptor Jank. Okay. Looks like we immediately go into a Dino Mist over here. It's my favorite Dino Mist Sludge, or Brachion is his name, but I like to call him Sludge because you guys know, you've seen the Honest deck profile. So we have Brachion, Deskbot 004. Okay, cool. I guess you know, I ought to make Deskbots. That's always a good budget deck. I just don't think that will die ever. Camelump. I think this was another one of the really kind of underrated Performapals. You don't use it anymore, but this one was pre-Bosch, one of the main Performapals you use in the deck, so it's always pretty nice. Pianismo. I feel like people were using this in Zodiac for some time, but since the deck got hit, it just hasn't been very useful. Twilight, Tune In, okay, that's a thing. January Style Synthesis. Ooh, and we pulled that Gamma Seal. Look at that, guys. In case you have any 2016 Mega Packs left over, boom. Hey, you can still pull some good, yeah, if you got any 2016 Mega Packs left, you can still pull some good stuff out of this. So let's add that to the booty there. And then we also got Melodious, and oh baby, is that a Cyber Dragon Infinity? That is. Okay, I forgot that there were still decent things in here. Pity that got a reprint too, because these were going for something. And a Dino Mist Rex. Okay, always happy to see a good Dino Mist card in here. And then this Performapal Trump Girl might actually be useful for a pure Performapal deck now. And Lizard Draw, also a staple in Performapals. Magispector Sonic, staple in Magispectors. This was just such a cool year. 2016, the Megatons for that was just such a cool season. The late 2015, early 2016 seasons and all, after Necros had been murdered, and we got cool stuff like Odd Eyes and Dino Mist and things like that. So I like playing this season. Mistaken Arrest, Aegeon, the Sea Castrum, another something I play in Magnet Warriors. And then last was Super Heavy Samurai Big Warchi. Okay, gather up our favorites and we'll take a look at the booty. Okay, so looking down on it over here, so we got some pretty decent secret rares and all that. I probably still wouldn't go for one of these mystery shell anythings. Definitely probably wouldn't go for one of these mystery shell anythings. It was useful enough, honestly, Had fun opening it, so if it's something that you just want to do for fun, awesome. I've got applicable cards that I'm probably going to use. Also, I got this Gamma action figure HeroClix over here. I don't play HeroClix, but you know what? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Gamma. I will keep it around regardless. I might just hang this up, maybe just on my computer or something like that. Maybe put it up at work. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I got Gamma Seals, got Lava Golem stuff to put in the Blue Eyes side deck too. And if anything happens to Joker, then I got a second Donkey that can replace my extra Jokers in there. But that was kind of a fun thing to do. And on that bombshell, Ace of Bats, signing out.